Everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of Mystic Messenger. So I've got a new chat room open called Recommendation of Trust, which is maybe with V? I don't know. With Juman. Okay, Juman. Welcome, Juman. Hey, CEO in line. Juman, have you read what V said? Yes, I did. He finally made his choice. I should congratulate him on it. So it looks like we'll be having a party. I respect V's decision. Perfect. I also have good news to share. I've also logged in to share something interesting. I have a bad feeling about this. Really? What is it? I'm all ears. I bet you'll be glad to hear it. This is a fascinating tale. Allow me to give you some details one by one. Did you know that nowadays there's a service called same-day delivery? Yes. Jahi ordered some fountain pens for me this morning, and they were delivered just now. Okay. And this is the moment that I once again realized that our world is running at the speed of light. And what's interesting here is that the aforementioned delivery service is managed by CNR as well. Okay. Just as I thought, CNR always stands in the path of the latest technology, even in areas elusive to me. There's CNR right there, the #1 corporate of Korea. Jahi ordered them for you? No wonder she's always buried in work. That sounds like the title of a magazine. You can have it. Now that I think about it, the pens were ordered under my name. They didn't get it so fast because they recognized my name, did they? Oh, speaking of which, Jahi made the book deal today at the metro station. Is that where such dark secret deals are made? Well, I'm sure it's none of my business. Anyhow, I got this book on Romanian vampires. It looks very romantic. I'm collecting rare books these days. It's my newfound hobby. Rare books are rare to find, but they're worth finding. You collect antique books? That's an elegant hobby, but Jahi's the one who looks all over for them. Yes, correct. I'm often amazed by her qualifications. Even if there's a book that's apparently out of print, she somehow managed to get it. She's a very competent assistant. Finally, assistant instead of secretary, there we go. I sometimes wonder, is there anything she can't do? The back cover for this book had an interesting note. It showed the contact information of the author, who's a Romanian vampire. I was hoping to recommend this vampire as our first party guest. What do you think, Mila? Yeah, let's do it. I think you're threatening the other guests' throats. I decline. Sounds great. We'll get to hear the secret behind his long life. Yes, that's what I've been wondering as well. Hello, Yusung, by the way. Not to mention that vampire apparently has skin as pale as moonlight. I'm sure there's a person or two who'd like to know the secret behind that one. Isn't that fraud? Welcome. Welcome, Yusung, thou who art deeper than even blood, thou who art darker than even darkness. What? Are you trying to summon a vampire, Mila? Intriguing. This isn't a game, it's reality. There's no such thing as a vampire. Then who wrote this book? A money-thirsty fraud, don't you think? His name could be the vampire. As you know upon reading this book, vampires possess a number of fascinating gifts. Juman, you don't actually trust them, do you? Really? What kind of gifts? Isn't it the ability to draw blood? Are their teeth punctured like straws or something? That's one. I read that depending on species, they can turn into bats or bloody mist. Ugh. They even have species? Juman, ugh, seriously. You're not pretending as CEO in line clueless of the world. You really have no clue what the world is really like. You do realize that my very words could turn to the national stock price upside down. Such description does not suit me at all.
Oh God, forget it. You're making a crevasse between our backgrounds. Let's talk about something else.
We should if my background and talents cause you physical pressure.
What matters isn't the backgrounds, it's the person itself. That's so right, can't deny it. It's the person themselves. Yep, right.
I agree too. Though there's nothing you can do about the fact that I'm gifted in terms of both background and talents.
Geez, anyways, we're having parties again. I'm so thrilled. And you're also thrilled, Jumin, right? Right?
Do you have to hear my impression?
It's not that I really have to. I just want to know what V's best friend thinks. Like happy, bewildered, you know.
There's no reason for me to resist the fact that we're holding parties. What bothers me is that we don't know a thing about Mila.
I thought V specifically asked us to leave that part to him. Though I gotta admit, he managed to do a right job for once, but he's still sticking to that just trust me tactic. V looks like a trustworthy person. I trust him. He feels like a dictator or something, kind of. I trust him.
You possess a sound judgment on people.
Perhaps that's only because you guys told her that she can trust V.
I won't say that there is no such influence. But Mila is the one who makes the final decision.
You're right, but
the head of our association made his decision. I plan to comply, and I'm organizing my part of the tasks for the party.
How small do you think it'll be?
I'm not sure. But I'm sure that we could take our time and figure out who Mila is before getting ready. His decision was a little rash, I'd say.
You think so? If you're gonna take off the bandage, you might as well rip it off in a flash. I think that's better.
It's already settled. Now we should do our jobs.
Recommendations, please. Sure, but could you make it quick? I want to see the ending. Recommendations, please.
Mila seems enthusiastic too. This doesn't feel bad.
I can't think of a recommendation right now.
I already did.
A vampire?
Yep.
Your first choice is a vampire?
You should not disregard vampires.
What is with Juin in this route? Seriously.
He's so weird and I love it. They are not bound by lifespans, but live forever. So you could say that they have transcended mankind. Though I'm sure they've got vampiric side effects in return.
If that's true, then can we invite all living beings that live longer than humans? Like turtles, lobsters, or Arctic whales?
Cross out the water-bound organisms. And I doubt turtles could make it before the party starts. They're awfully slow.
Ha, turtles, you're slow. I love you, girl, you know it. They could take a cab. There's also crane, a symbol of long life.
That's not bad.
Is this really where our party is heading to? If this is how things go, we might as well hold parties for long life for real. I think I gotta think about what guests I should rub in your nose.
Sure, such attitude raises your chances of a good result. It's more productive than blaming V and agonizing yourself.
You can find a guest that can match a vampire. He's right. I like seeing you bright. Thank you.
Yes. Bright, innocent, and obedient. That's good.
But it feels kind of bad when you tell me that.
Don't be afraid.
That smile is the worst. To be honest, I still hate V. I'm still mourning, but I'll trust that he can be more like the head of the RFA from now on.
Yep. I don't understand the way V's processing things either. I'm simply waiting for the proof that my predictions are right.
To be honest, I'm amazed that you can wholeheartedly trust V, Jumin. Jumin, the epitome of trust. You two didn't make a deal or some sort, did you? The epitome of trust.
That doesn't sound so bad.
I don't think the only person you trust is V. The epitome of trust limited to V only. I think this is how it should be.
I've spent a lot of years with V. We know too much about each other to suspect one another.
Is it because I don't share those years? Is that why my judgments are clouded?
I'd like you to think that it's simply because you have your own abilities and reasons.
True, it's hard for me to keep calm.
You tend to lose control of your thoughts once in a while, so I recommend you do not think things too deeply.
Why don't you try reading like Jumin? Try focusing on your books. Yu-sung is a grown-up too. He'll take care of himself. Try focusing on your books.
Good idea, Mila. When you're engrossed in books, the only thing that you can think of is what you read.
Reading a book on my major is already a headache enough.
I heard that there's this famous book titled Mom, Dad, My Head Hurts among the books on how to relax. They say it's for primary school students. It'd be easy for you to read and understand.
It's not that bad.
I should go now. I'd like to read some more.
Thanks for the tip, Jumin.
If my advice helps you, feel free to ask for one anytime.
Yeah, you're free to trust V, Jumin, because you don't think the way I do. Why don't you try trusting V too? Just follow what your heart tells you, Yu-sung. There's more option than simply losing control of your thoughts. Losing control? Just like you said, everyone used to tell me that I lost control when I told them my thoughts. It's not easy to restrain my own thoughts. Is this also because I'm not experienced enough? I'm actually really trying. But nobody recognizes that. You know, it feels like Rika would log into this chat room at any moment, laughing that it was all just a lie, or that it's all just a hidden camera prank. I wish that's the case. Please. I'm getting depressed. I'd better do something else. Should I try surfing the web? I think it's good to direct your thoughts somewhere else. You should just go to bed. What about studying? No, not that one. I can't focus. I should first clear my mind before I start studying. I'll leave first. See you later, Mila. Clear your head and come back. I will.
고맙습니다.
Add a new email and Yu-sung mode. Yu-sung mode.
와, 애곡을 컴백한다는 기사 떴다. 대박. 이제 몇 집이지?
I really love that these are voiced now.
사회면 뉴스에는 CNR 그룹에서 기부했구나. 주민이 형네는 정말 잘 나간다. 인터넷 뉴스 재밌네. 제니 형도 이런 뉴스에 나오는 날이 있을까? RF에는 뉴스에 잘 나오지 않지. 참가자 기밀을 유지해줘야 돼서 결과만 발표하고. 리카 누나 얼굴이라도 알려지면 좋겠다고 생각했는데. 리카 누나. 얼마나 있어야 끝나는 거야. 시간 채우려면 2시간 32분 남았다. 리카 누나 덕분에 봉사활동 장소 구한 건 좋긴 한데 이 더운 날에 일을 다 해야 한다니 너무 귀찮아. 오후에 친구들이랑 자전거 타러 가기로 했으니까 오늘 어디로 간다더라?
유성아, 여기 있었구나.
누나.
지금 손 비어 있으면 여기 와서 이거 드는 것 좀 도와줄래?
저 오늘 컨디션이 별로 안 좋아서 이따가 서류 정리만 하면 안 될까요?
그래, 컨디션 별로면 쉬었다가 해. 무리하지 말고. 하나, 둘,
리카 누나, 괜찮아요?
중심을 잘못 잡았나 봐. 나 무거운 거 잘 드는데 실수했네. 미안. 너한테 부담 주려고 한 건 아닌데 타이밍이 이상하네.
짐 같은 건 저기 저 형 시켜요.
나 혼자서 할 수 있어.
하는 수 없네. 같이 들어요.
고마워.
2 hours later.
시간 진짜 안 간다. 무슨 1시간이 하루 같냐. 이제 1시간 남았는데 그냥 한숨 잘까? 여기 침대에서 아무나 자면 되는 거 아닌가?
유성아,
누나 바쁘지 않아요? 여긴 나 혼자서 할 수 있어요.
일이 일단락돼서 쉬러 왔어. 얼굴에 지루하다고 써져 있네.
당연히 지루하죠. 학교에서 시켜서 억지로 하는 거라고요. 누나가 여기 총 책임자죠. 저 한숨 자고 일어날 테니까 봉사활동 했다고 서류에 사인 좀 해주면 안 돼요?
그건 좀 어려운 부탁인데.
그렇죠. 그럴 줄 알았어요. 우리 집안 엄청 개인주의인 줄 알았는데 누나같이 봉사하는 사람도 있었다니 놀라워요. 엄마랑 이모랑 사이 안 좋죠? 그래서 누나네 집안 행사에도 안 오고 그랬잖아요.
나 너 엄청 어릴 때는 본 적 있는 것 같아. 딱 한 번?
저는 기억도 안 나요.
그럴 거야. 기억 안 하는 게 나을 수도 있고. 처음 보다시피 하는 친척이지만 네 지루함을 덜어줄 순 있지. 들어볼래?
잔소리는 아니죠?
네가 어떻게 받아들이느냐에 따라 다를 것 같지만 네가 왜 지루해하는지 근본적인 이유를 난 알 것 같아서.
일이 재미없어서 그렇죠. 학교도 재미없고 다 재미없어요.
재미없다라는 말은 네 행동이 자신과 타인에게 아무런 영향도 주지 못한다고 생각하기 때문이야.
어려운 말인데요.
자신에게 영향을 주는 일도 결국 미래의 타인과의 관계를 고려하기 때문이지. 결론을 말하자면 타인에게 영향을 줄 수 없다고 생각되는 일은 모두 지루하고 재미없는 일이지. 할 가치가 없다고 생각이 되니까.
뭔가 심오하네요.
지금 네가 여기서 하는 일이 네가 신경 쓰는 타인에게 아무런 영향을 미치지 않는다고 생각하잖아.
엄마랑 선생님 빼고는 제가 여기서 봉사활동하는 것에 신경 쓸 사람은 없죠.
그래, 그렇기 때문이야. 하지만 네가 여기서 하는 행동이 만약 네가 좋아하는 사람과 연관되어 있다면 전혀 지루하지 않을 거야.
틀린 말은 아닌데 다른 사람을 너무 신경 쓰고 싶지 않아요. 머리 아프거든요.
그래. 하지만 그건 어려운 일이야. 사람은 다른 사람에게 자신을 비추어 보며 살아가는 존재니까. 생각해봐, 유성아. 너 말고는 아무도 없는 세상을.
그건 좀 무서운데요.
호화와 사치를 누린다고 해도 뭘 해도 재미없는 삶이지. 지루해서 죽어버리고 싶어질 거야. 우리에게 아픈 순간은 그 근원을 쫓아가 보면 누군가에게 사랑받지 못할 두려움 때문이야. 기쁜 순간은 누군가에게 인정받고 사랑받고 즐거운 무언가를 함께할 때인 거지.
맞는 말이긴 한데 근데 누나 말 진짜 어렵게 하네요. 날 비춘다는 게 무슨 소린지 도통 모르겠어요. 거울도 아니고. 요점만 말해주시면 안 될까요?
흥미가 생겼어?
흥미라기보단 무슨 말인지 이해하고 싶어요.
너에게는 굉장한 힘이 있어. 아직 넌 눈치채지 못하고 있지만 말이야.
힘이라니... 제가 중2지만 중2병은 없다고요.
지루하기 싫으면 속는 셈 치고 이거 저 할머니한테 가져다 드려 볼래?
가져다 주면 귀찮아 하실 것 같은데요.
한 번만 날 믿어봐.
아... 다른 일 하기도 싫으니 시키는 대로 할게요. 저기 할머니,
이게 뭐니?
사탕인데요. 드실래요?
고맙구나.
저 왔어요.
어때?
그냥 뭐 할머니 사탕 좋아하시나 봐요.
이제 좀 덜 지루하지 않아?
조금은?
이제 할머니가 조금 신경 쓰이기 시작할 거야. 할머니를 통해 널 비추기를 시작하는 거지. 정말 작은 행동인데도 인정받았다는 느낌이 들면 본능적으로 비추기 시작해. 사람은 두려워하면서 사랑을 찾으니까.
누나 말 진짜 특이하게 하네요. 재밌어요.
나랑 같이 있으면 훨씬 더 재미있는 일이 많을 거야. 기대해. 사람을 행복하게 해주는 게 얼마나 재미있는 일인지 알게 될 거야.
네? 네. 리카 누나, 그 사람 누나가 보낸 사람 맞지? 세상을 더 행복하게 만들어주려고 누나가 보낸 사람.
And I got my first email, which I'm not going to answer, from a vampire. Okay. I'm excited for it. I am. Let's do this. From Jumin. Do you have any younger siblings by any chance? The only person around me who can be actually dubbed as young as Yusung. Not to mention, I do not have any siblings. So I'm not sure if my advice in the chat room was appropriate. You should have been much harder on him. It was good. Really good. Yusung will understand. I do have a younger sibling. He's actually coming over today, so yay. I read that vampires meditate a lot. I will look at that in a minute. Do I have a honey Buddha chip? Do I have the honey Buddha chip? I do not have the honey Buddha chip. Okay, let's look. Ooh, oh man, I am hungry for pasta now. Found this recipe while surfing the web. Make it for me, Yusung, please. Yusung lacks the profound bond with V that I share with him, so I understand why he's suspicious and upset with V. However, I also question myself whether I'm advocating V just because he happens to be my friend. But I'm glad that you think it was alright. I do. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.